Producer, multi-platinum producer,
Thank you.
Grammy nominated.
So we got the Spec Turner interview
One
going.
fourth member out
Then
of the
today
group
we're gonna
Face of
call it.
Black, and in my eyes, a legend.
Appreciate it.
I
Appreciate
wonder
it.
if I go
Yes,
live
sir.
on my Big Surf God page.
We
Let me
got
try.
T Mike, we got Lindrum, the host, and let's get it going. Let's get it going.
Let's get it
So,
popping.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. So my first question, Spec, is when did you find your love for music and know it was for you?
Columbus, Georgia. Like, and it wasn't that I was young. It was like I was in maybe 10th grade, something like that, 11th grade maybe. And I played drums with my partner Kelvin Bradshaw, who was in the drum line. He was
I've been trying to log in to my
and love the
news. You can
drums,
use
love the
Trap
sound and
Mix page,
everything.
but I don't know what the
But
fuck's
Columbus,
going on
man,
with that.
everybody played drums. And I was like, man, it's too much competition. I would not do it. Kelvin had that gift for drumming and a few other people. I didn't have that was my ministry. I couldn't do it. I was like, let me move to something else. So I moved to the trumpet. Like that a little bit, but then I moved to the piano. And then started listening
I
to
got the
Prince
Ash
and a lot
Bash
of
the
other things,
rapper
man.
interview
My
coming
mother
up.
bought me this thing called a Porter Sound keyboard. It's like
Ash
a little bitty
Bash the
small
rapper.
brown keyboard. It might have had 20 keys on it. Like
You
total.
don't know
Just
about
20.
Ash Bash?
And I just started playing like two
LA
finger
rapper?
chords, man. And just listening to Prince
I'll
at
see
the
you that
time,
shit. She real big.
just different people like that, man. It just Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis. I just
She
love
done been
that
on No
sound. I
Jumper
just
and all
love
that
Prince
shit.
solo. So I studied Prince solos. I tried to like learn his solo instead of the chords. I was learning solos, and I just really like, just then I really fell into love with music and with just the sound and just the instrumentation of different instruments, not just drums, it's just everything. And that kind of sparked everything. That lit the match. You know what I mean? It definitely lit the match.
Yeah, man. Let me go run over here and grab this shit.
So check it.
Back to her.
When did you actually say? I know it was a lot of y'all back then. And how did the group form? Because there were four main, you know what I'm saying, the main members. How did y'all come together? Like, okay, you the person, you're the person, you're the person, and then throw everything together.
Well, it's a long story. I'm gonna try to make it short. Myself and Kelvin, we grew up together, high school and all that stuff, elementary school. We wanted to start a band. We actually started a cover band, and within the cover, actually, even before that, I was in a cover band with like a few other people. This guy named Mike Taylor, Big Mike, that played bass. Smurf, Terrence Murphy, lead singer. Deanna Dawn, who sings for Parliament Funkadelic now. She was in the group. Oscar Allen, one of my best friends, he's passed. He was a percussionist. Vincent Bott, he does a lot of things. Alfred Williams, Al T, who now is an engineer for T-Pain, Ludacris, and all these big people. We actually started a group called Upcoming. And Tracy Pinto, she was a lead singer, called Upcoming. And we were a cover band in Columbus. And we started doing that and, was really loving that, really liking it. We really doing a lot of stuff in Columbus. Columbus is a small town. So being a cover band there, the way we sound and what we were playing, man, we were like getting a big name and everything. Mm-hmm. But for me, something hit me, man. I was like, I learned from playing other people's songs, but something in me I wanted people to like what I made, what I invented, what I created, what God put in me. And I kind of veered away from that a little bit. And then me and Kelvin talked a little bit, man. We was like, man, we ought to start a group. We ought to do this and that. And we was like, cool, let's try to get some things together, man. And a lot of people went in and out of the group. And then we, long story short, we ended up with myself and Kelvin and Mucho. And we, really started the band, started working on music, the three of us, just really getting music together. We didn't really perform or do any cover songs, stuff like that. we just, we just really started working on music. But the band the cover band that I was in, man, we actually opened up for Keith Sweat and some other people, man, and Teddy Riley and Gene Griffin and Mucho was in that band as well. And Gene was like, man, we love the way y'all sound. If y'all ever come to New York, come holler at me. We was like, all right, cool. Long story short, we found out that Gene grandmother or mother lived in Columbus. So we kind of like rode around Columbus for some years, man, just looking at stuff, just looking for something from New York, something from New Jersey, some kind of car, BMW, whatever. Crazy thing is, we saw a BMW with some rims on it at this house. We stayed at that house, spent overnight in the car. Gene came outside, myself, Kelvin, and Mucho. We went to Gene and was like, yo, he was like, y'all the dudes from the group. We're like, yeah. And Gene was pretty cool and everything. He let us hear some music. But it took that initiative, man, for us to like really, get into it and find Gene and just really go at our purpose. And from there, Gene was like, man, y'all come to New York, I'll give y'all a shot. And a few of the other members, they were doing some other things. And we were like, man, we going to New York. A few of the other members, besides myself, Kelvin and Mucho, they were like, that's a long shot, man. I got things going over here. Columbus is a small town, so you're kind of scared to move to a big city. We was like, we leave. So we had another friend, her name was Lucretia Screevens, who's a doctor now. She played piano. But at that time, we were like New Jack Swing. It wasn't New Jack Swing. It wasn't there.
You do. You have to be willing to accept when, hey, this might not be the best verse. This may not be to go in there and don't try to produce your best. You should always want to strive to make a hit. You know. And if that's not what you're working for, then what are you working for? I would prefer that because I feel like it's a waste of time and energy to go in there and don't try to produce your best. You should always want to strive to make a hit. You can play Love Maze right now. Working for it, and what are you working for? So we're gonna get into one of your records. I'm on your YouTube channel. Do you have a specific record that you want to play? You can play Love Maze right now.
All right. And which record is it?
It's called Love Maze. See it right there? It's the last. It should be the last record.
And which record is it?
Yep.
All right.
It's called Love Maze. Vicey Productions. See it right there? It's the last. It should be the last record. Yep.
All right.
Vicey Productions.
Welcome to the news you can use. I am your host, Big Surf God, and today we got new artist Labrendo. Labrendo, say what's up to the people.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody?
Yes, sir. Artist and producer, right?
No, I'm just the artist, but you know what I'm saying. I know how to do a little producing and stuff.
Okay. So, where you from?
I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. You know what I'm saying. I started out in Louisville, Kentucky.
Shout to Louisville.
Yep.
Okay, so how did you get into hip hop, man?
I got into hip hop because since I was little, I just really listened to that music a lot. So, you know what I'm saying, I just like listening to music. You know what I'm saying. So I was like, let me try this one day and maybe see if it worked. And then I started doing it just over years, and I gotten better. You know what I'm saying, over years. So you know what I'm saying. It's a grind, though. It's a grind. Mm-hmm.
I feel you. So, what is it like out there in Louisville, man? What's the music scene like?
It's real. It's popping. The music scene, like if there's a big artist or like a known artist out here, everybody knows about them, or everybody's real connected about them. So like, there's a lot of good artists that come from our city, like in general. So you know what I'm saying. It's a good city when it comes to the music, hip hop culture and stuff like that. Honestly.
Okay, that's dope. So, when did you get your start, man? When is some of the first times you remember writing your first raps or doing your first song?
Probably like in 5th grade. I was just like sitting in the my mom's friend's basement, just like writing stuff, just because I was bored. I ain't had nothing better to do. So you know what I'm saying, just writing stuff down, just seeing if like, you know what I'm saying, if it would come rhyme better. Like if I could rhyme that shit, you know what I'm saying. So I just kept doing it. Yeah.
Okay, and so who are some of the artists and producers you mess with?
That I've what? My bad.
Some of the artists and producers you mess with.
I mess with I like OS Drip. He's from Louisville, Kentucky. He's a good artist.
Please leave your message.
There's a lot of them that I know, like Jack Harlow. I mean, 2K Baby. I like shouting everybody out from my city. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where I started. You know what I'm saying? So like everybody from my city, you feel me? Like.
Okay. So who are some of the artists and producers you worked with?
LaChad.
You didn't know?
I worked with this one producer that does like